Surprise, I'm back. I know I promised you a video like I think a month ago, but here we are a month later and the video is finally here. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about a really important thing on actual live trading and what trading looks like. But first, I want to kind of give you an insight on why it's been too late. As I told you, in the last video, I'm still getting the hang of making these videos, the cameras, the lights, the tripod. It's a lot. So I'm still figuring all of that stuff out for you. And also, just like I think 90% of the New Yorkers recently, we're moving, right, to Texas or Florida. I finally made the decision and we're going to move to Florida. A couple reasons. Number one, taxes, right? Big advantage. And that's a big thing for traders too. We pay a lot of capital gains tax. So by moving to Florida, I save extra 11%. That in itself is a reason to move. But now I'm here for you, right? Let's break it down. This video is going to be roughly 20 to 30 minutes and we're going to break down live trade examples because I want to give you a story, right? Like everybody here, when we look at charts, right? We take all these courses, we look at these chart patterns and we kind of get it. Like we can spot these chart patterns. I mean, how many of you guys have said in the past, oh yeah, I thought the stock's going to do that. Oh yeah, it had that pattern. I knew it's going to do it, but we still didn't do it. Right. And I was kind of the same way in my first, I think 2 years for my trading. I was really good at technical analysis. I was able to see those chart patterns, but for some reason, like things just didn't click for me. When the market opened and the candles are not just static, they're actually up and down, moving volatile. I found it really hard in my first couple of years to trade and navigate the markets. And nothing clicked for me until I joined a prop firm and I sat next to professional traders who've been doing this for 20, 30 years, right? Until I actually sat with them and watched them do it in real time, things didn't click out, right? So things only click for me in that moment. So hopefully this could be a moment for you. So we're going to break down 3 trades that I took live in our live trading chat room with my community. And again, link in the description if you want to try it out. And so in that, we took one long on a stock called UNH, which you guys should be familiar with. And then we take a couple shorts, one on DKNG, which is DraftKings, and one on Boston Scientific, which is BSX. So we're going to move into a live portion of this video. This is going to be, a little bit sped up for you, right? Because I don't want you to watch 3 hours of live stream where I break down these trades, but we're going to break it down so we get the highlights. So you can see the patterns that I was looking at. And you're going to see where I entered the trade, where I decided to exit the trade and take my profits. But more so than that, you'll see that I actually talked about these exact trades before the market even opened. Right? So in the live trading room every single day, I get on the mic around 9 o'clock. And from 9 to 9:30, what we do is we build our watch list. And this is something you guys should be doing as well. Don't just come in when the markets are open right at 9:30 and let's just start trading. No. You got to do your homework before. So for me, before the market opens, I build a watch list. Here's my top stocks, 10 stocks that I'm going to watch today. And out of those 10, here are like my top 2 or 3 favorite ideas. And then I give a reasons behind, okay, why do I like that? Right now, guys, this actually makes me a better trader because not only am I breaking it down for everybody else in the chat room so they can learn, but as I'm talking through my trades, here's why I like it and have to explain my trades. Guess what it does to me? It gives me more confidence in that trade and it gives me the confidence that I've actually thought this through. And that is what you need to be doing before the market even opens. All right. So let's jump into this video. We're going to break down these 3 trades. And then after we had a look, we're going to come down and we're going to do a little debrief. Let's dive right in.
We have UNH, United Health Group, which also looks like a really, really good looking swing trade here, which I might be interested in doing today. UNH, big move down recently, sideways consolidation here. It's trying to get above that sideways consolidation. So I do like UNH. Interesting idea for maybe a call options trade where you could, sort of buy it above here. You can use a tight stop. So interesting. Could be done both as a stock and an option trade. But I think I might do an options more than a stock. Yeah, UNH, interesting idea as well. I would say favorites would be UNH, right? Yeah, that's kind of the favorites. And UNH. So UNH and Baidu are kind of my favorites today, right now at least. UNH and Baidu. UNH over the high of the day. I might look at UNH even as a swing trade potentially. But expensive calls. $300 calls are like $24 for July. June has 18 days left. More reasonable calls. Might day trade it instead. Let's see. Baidu. So Baidu looks good too. Baidu's putting in some green candles, but already been going higher like a 1-minute high. Doesn't have a pattern. UNH, I'm tempted. It's a big stop loss, but I might do UNH high of the day by low of the day, guys. It's a big stop loss, but I think I'm going to do a high of the day by low of the day on UNH. And if you want to use options, you could do $300 June calls. All right, UNH. has triggered. So again, entry on UNH was 305.63. Hopefully it doesn't do a shakeout. So we're going to look for 2R. I'm going to look for 2R. Okay. We're going to look for 2R on that, which will be about 311-ish on UNH. Probably going to raise the stop loss now. I'm going to go break even actually. Stop to break even on UNH. Went up to 20. If it runs up another green candle, I might take half. If it can break out above like 308.50 or something, maybe we can take half, but we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't come all the way back down. Like recently, stocks have been doing that a lot to me where I raise my stop pretty tightly, but then they end up coming back down. So hopefully it'll hold it. Come on, UNH. Come on. Come on. Come on. Still holding it. All right, I'm gonna take half off UNH, guys. Gonna take half profits on UNH. Half only. All right, only half, still holding half. Come on, more. Pretty nice spike. It went up to 309.88. It's probably going to go higher, though. I mean, I like it as a swing trade, as I said. It's probably going to go higher. It's taken out the 60-minute resistance. Daily chart's doing a higher low. I could see it going higher. This thing could go to $320 for all I know. But that was a nice quick spike. Textbook trade. My textbook trade. 1 minute, 3-bar play. Green candle, bottoming tail, inside candle, 3-bar play, breakout, boom, out. Nice trade. But yeah, look at that. It's still going. You're going to get your 2R here on UNH. You are going to get your 2R, everybody. Look at that. There we go. That's 2R right there. That's 2R right there. And that was a big stop loss. I used a big stop loss and it still got your 2R. You could have easily used a tighter one. You could have done the 3-bar play stop, which would have been green candle, red candle, stop under the red. So you could have used a way tighter. This would have been 3R. I gave it the low of the day because, that's what I do. But yeah, nice job on UNH for those of you who got it. Options too, as I mentioned. Even if you did the call options, they did a pretty good job. The $300 calls that I was talking about, you could have bought them for $14 a contract, and now they're at $17.10 contract. All right, watch your DraftKings short. This looks interesting, guys. DKNG short. I might do it. Yeah, let's do DKNG short. All right. DKNG 33.60 by basically low of the day by 34.16. All right. DKNG low of the day by 34.16. We're gonna be the play. All right, nice job. So guys, watch this DKNG. We're gonna do this one. Low of the day by high of the day as a short idea. And this one probably only going to look for 1R. All right, DKNG is triggered. Hopefully it's not a shakeout. There's the target there, 309. Again, what I don't like is when trades trigger like this. What I don't like is when trades trigger like this because you see how it's triggering? It's like red, 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 red. So it's already putting in like 5 red candles and then it's triggering us, which is always annoying because then it could easily bounce back up. Right? That's the annoying part. Anytime trades trigger with multiple red candles, usually they're better if they sit at the low of the day a little bit and then they break down. But we'll see. We'll see. It's trying to come back up, but hopefully it can fail at the VWAP and maybe we can get a move lower on DKNG. All right, DKNG, I'm going to lower my stop. If it can take out the low of the day, that would make me feel much better on DKNG. But I think I'm going to lower it. I'm going to lower my stop loss on DKNG to 38.90. So, or this was our original stop loss at the high of the day. Now I'm going to bring it down over here. I'm going to bring it to 33.89 on DKNG. Come on, DKNG, take out the low of the day, break that support, die, do something, go lower. All right, DKNG took out the low of the day. Nice. That makes me feel better. DKNG went as low as 33.42. So we need a little bit more on the downside there. Went to 33.42. Come on, come on. We got 8 minutes left till 10 a.m. We got 8 minutes left till 10 a.m. And DKNG went as low as 33.36 right now. You out of it 2R? Wow, you must have used a pretty tight stop loss because I'm not even up 1R. So DKNG, I'm going to put in my stop loss at 33.88, and we'll see what happens on the rest. Come on, DKNG. Come back down. Come on, DKNG. Make a new low. Might go break even on DKNG if it can If it can make a new low, it'll make me feel much better about going break even. Because right now I don't want to go break even because it could easily pop up, take us out, and then still work. At the same time, I am tempted to go break even, but I would like it if it can somehow take out the low of the day first, make me feel much better. But I might do it. I might go break even on DraftKings, thinking about it. All right, guys, I'm going to go break even on DraftKings. Okay. I'm going to go break even on DraftKings. So stop lower to 33.64. All right. Stop lower to break even on DKNG. So at least now we can't lose on it. Hopefully it can break the low of the day here and we can potentially get something out of it. All right. So DraftKings, we can't lose on it now. So stop's already lowered to break even. And the target has already been posted in the chat, which is about 33.09-ish. So we're going to look for that target or break even at the moment, unless DraftKings can sort of take out the low of the day here and drop another 10, 15 cents, then I could bring it even tighter. But right now, that's where we're at it. All right, DKNG looking decent now. I'm gonna lower my stop loss even more. I'm gonna go super tight. All right, so DKNG stop loss lower to 33.56, which is better than break even. So now we cannot lose on it. Stop's been lowered. Worst case, we'll make a little bit of profit, but hopefully this will keep dropping here and we can get maybe a target or something going here. So that's nice to see. And DKNG looking good. Nice. Come on, DKNG. Almost there, guys. We only need like what, 10 cents on DKNG. Almost there on DKNG. Just need like 9 cents more. Come on, DKNG. Drop down to 33.15-ish. Like we're like 4 or 5 cents away. DKNG went to 33.12. That was like 1 cent from 1R. DKNG went to 33.12. I think 1R is 33.11. All right. Yeah, 1R was 33.11. I was looking for 33.09. It went to 33.12, 1 cent away from the target. Hopefully it'll come right back down now. But worst case, we can't lose on it, so it's a good position to be in. Come on, one more new low, DKNG. One more new low. Just one more new low if you can do it. Come on, DKNG. One more new low. Drop. I'm going to lower my stop loss on DKNG to 33.50. And the next new low, I'd like to be out of it by then, if it can do the new low. But the markets are bouncing a little bit here. Look at the markets on the Qs. Qs came back down, big red candle, taking out the low of the day. But then that big red candle was like the fifth green red candle on a 5 minute. So you got to bounce there. So come on, DraftKings. Come on, DraftKings. Take out the low. All right, guys. DKNG, target hit. DKNG, target hit. Out. Nice job. Nice day. We got DKNG and UNH. Beautiful. Not bad. All right. Nice job, guys. DKNG, UNH, both good trades, both winning trades. I am happy with that day. BSX looks like a short. Yeah, look at BSX. That looks like a short idea, guys. Watch BSX. I kind of like it, actually. I think I'm going to try it with stock. BSX. Low of the day by 104.02. Okay. Again, it's already triggered. You got to have a late fill. On the STX swing, it still looks like really extended on rising. All right, guys, BSX for targets. Let's see. Oh, what happened here? Something happened, guys. All right, ENPH came back up strong. You know what? I'm going to take profits on ENPH, guys. I'm going to take profits on ENPH. Let's take the profits on the remainder. I mean, because it was gapping down, and now I'm like, okay, now we're actually up. Let's just take it. BSX looking good. Might just go break even. Our entry, it was like 103.58. 44.
A few moments later.
All right, guys, I'm going to take half BSX here. It's 1R. That's 1R right here. Out, half. You know what? I'm just going to take it all. Forget it. This is a big drop. I'm going to take all of it, right? All right, out. Done. A little bit over 1R. It's probably going to go lower, but we're already in its swing trade. It's probably going to go lower, but we're already in its swing trade. So we'll hold the swing trade and hopefully make money on that swing. But yeah, day trade, we just took a little bit over 1R. 1R was 103.14. We got a little bit more than 103.14. You had to jump in it when I called it, though, because there was no time. Because as soon as I posted it in the chat, it already put in a red candle. So there was no way or not enough time for you guys to get in unless you just like got in. But hopefully some of you got it. But even if you didn't, we still have this short in the swing newsletter. So hopefully this stock will tank and die, and we'll get the money on the swing. Okay. So yeah, anybody got BSX, or it was too quick? Too quick for you? But that was a good breakdown pattern. That was a good breakdown. It was a couple patterns in one on BSX. Pattern number one was yesterday's pattern. Look at what it was doing. It broke down under yesterday's wedge pattern. So yesterday had a wedge, broke that wedge pattern to the downside, and then a intraday breakdown pattern, and then a beautiful drop there. Wow, look at that. Still going. Die, BSX, die. Die, BSX, die.
All right, so how's that for you? Did something click? Were you able to see those patterns? Because that's the biggest question I have for you, right? Because I can break it down for you in real time, which I do every single day with my community. But my question to you is, when I was mentioning those trades, were you able to see what I was talking about before the trade actually triggered? Were you able to see those patterns? If not, I refer you to go back to our previous lectures and go through some of those videos so you can understand those patterns. Because what was UNH? That was a classic 3-bar play, right? The 3-bar play video, that video, which has got like 2.3 million views on our YouTube channel that Jared made back in 2019. But here's the secret. I don't think a lot of you guys realize that, because a lot of you guys found the channel from that video that was made in 2019 by Jared on 3-bar play. But go back into our channel. You're going to see 2016. I actually made that video first. At that time, though, it was still developing. That video didn't go viral, but it still has about 40,000 views. And that was published in 2016. That's a classic technical pattern, probably the easiest one to learn and the easiest one for newer traders to get started with. And you would have seen in that video in UNH, that was exact 3-bar play, which was taken on a 1-minute chart, and how it triggered, and we rode the trade into our profit target. Now, what was DKNG? That was a classic breakdown pattern, right? Just a breakout, but in reverse. Instead of going long, we're shorting, hoping for the stock to drop and make money on the downside. So that was the DKNG breakdown trade. And then what was BSX? Same exact thing. BSX was also a breakdown pattern, very similar to the DKNG trade. So do you guys notice how I'm not randomly just taking these trades? These were all trades that we talked about pre-market, before the market even opened. And then more importantly, I was not jumping around in that trade. I was not getting FOMO, or I need to get in right now. I waited for the perfect moment. I waited for the perfect entry, which was a textbook entry. And then we simply took that trade. And then comes the bigger process. Can we stay emotionally disciplined to manage that trade? Right? You saw in the DKNG video, you saw in the BSX video how the stock, went in our favor, but it also kind of wiggled around a little bit. At one point, it looked like it's not going to work. Did you see me doubt myself? Probably not. You probably just saw me become a cheerleader saying, oh, let's go, let's go. Because that's what you want to do. You want to have that positive mindset as it comes to your trades. Because if we already have a stop loss in the system, what's the worst case scenario? We're going to risk what we were planning to risk on the trade anyway. But when the trade is working, we need to write that trade down. And in the next upcoming videos, we're actually going to break down some of the methods that you can use to actually manage those trades. And here's a little secret. There's no perfect method. There's a perfect method for you, right? And what does the perfect method for you look like? Something A, that you understand easily. B, you can actually stick to it and follow it. And it suits your personality style, because every trader's personality style is very different. So again, we're going to save that for the next video, where I'm going to break down several management styles that you can execute and follow. And again, if you like what you saw and you'd like to trade with me every single day, again, there's a link in the description. You can click that. You can join in. Again, you don't need to. I'll still be here for you, helping you out. For those of you who want some extra support, feel free to reach out.